It's still doing it.
Okay, go live. Okay, it waited for me to click the button. Okay, so now apparently we're supposed to be live.
It's a good thing we checked that.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's a good thing we
we
checked
will
that.
forget the last little bit of conversation, and
No. We're not gonna forget it. Arden's a good. Arden's a good girl who swallows. That's the takeaway. We're. I'm sorry.
if you can't embarrass your friends, who can you embarrass?
Yourself, which
This
I'm.
is true. Oh, I'm hearing myself coming back to me.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. I have to got to turn off the audio in the background.
No,
What the hell, man?
was that
Are
you?
you new at this or something?
I'm supposed to be the one who's good at the audio. No, that was totally me. That was totally me. I'm trying to watch the YouTube in the background, and I forgot to turn the audio off.
Okay, that. I actually watched a video. It was one of Spoon's videos, just so I could mute the window. No, we cannot hear you, Seth. Are you still on Discord? If you're on Discord, disconnect and reconnect on Roll20. You, you freaking boomer.
Which is terrible considering he's so much younger than I am.
You're a zooming boomer. Stop it. Seth has sonic boomed. He has done. He has done what should
He's
be
done the
impossible.
Sonic.
Oh, I see myself.
Hello.
I see the blue.
Oh,
Yeah, we're up.
So we're all here finally.
The shade fixed his audio.
All I had to do was go and fucking restart my computer.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do what you need to. And yes, Bleach Demon, Boomer Stream Ahoy. Thank you very much for. Thank you for
Yeah.
the vote of confidence. That is where we're at right now. We're zooming and booming. That's our speed. So, a little bit of shilling before we go get into the game. We will be adding a new player hopefully next week. He will be. I'm actually excited for his character build. He wanted something a little more mischievous, something Aether and Destruction melded. So that's going to be fun. But we also have a website.
Ooh.
HTTPS.
Oh yeah, we do have a website.
Yes, the Shade Master is DMing from deep inside a well, pretty much. So we have a website, ladies and gentlemen, and so Ardent, would you be a doll and go to the link that was just posted in the live chat in YouTube?
Okay.
Now I want you to go ahead and look at the about section,
A boot.
the about section,
Yes, for the other fellow Canadians, the aboot.
the about.
About us, diversité, expérience.
Shade Master, you are really quiet on the YouTube. I just listened.
Oh, really? Really? Okay. So I figured that might happen. So how about now?
I will turn off my mic so it doesn't echo, and I'll just take a listen.
Oh, that was horrible.
How's it now?
No, I just went and heard everything roll through itself like 5 times because I went to turn on the YouTube channel.
Okay, so better, but still much lower than the rest. Okay, that's fair enough. Has it gotten better since? If y'all could let me know.
And it was though, so if you're adding some gain, just add a little bit more, and you should be all right.
All right, so we'll add some more gain, see if it's okay. Not yet. Damn it. Okay, Stormy Ice says yes. But okay, Arden. Since
Yes.
since I've emerged from the well like the ring status, little long-haired bitch, I'll have to get you. Go ahead. So go ahead and read the about us sec. Who is echoing through the laptop? Who's echoing? Is that me?
Sorry, that was me. I was listening to your volume, and I forgot to mute it again.
Okay.
Good job.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Okay, so under the About Us section, it states our mission. The mission of this game, its creator and company, is to create kick ass games for fans made by those fans.
All
The
right.
second section reads Diversity. We care so much. If, in your opinion, anything in this franchise contains sexism, racism, anti whatever, the mile long list of phobic or dog whistles, shut up and just play the damn game. The Shades of Dominion is for everyone. Now go throw some shade. And final section, experience, escapism. If you are looking for an experience to escape into new worlds as a powerful spellcaster in search for mighty artifacts and unique spells and enchantments, look no further. The Shades of Dominion will take you across the realms in adventure and treasure seeking like no other.
All right. That is about the Shades of Dominion. We will have. I have not successfully set up a merchant uh, application to that to the website yet. That will be done later this week, and I will be making videos that will basically be the the P9, the powerful nine. We'll be making templates for those cards this coming week, and then we'll jump back into the Legends Refitted. It's just I had to jump back. I haven't found a job yet, but I felt remarkably unproductive, and it's not cool. So we're gonna jump back into the game, and to recap for everyone, um, y'all are in the midst of fighting three elven mages who have just decided to basically wreck your shit because they're just that way right now. Da-da-dum.
Damn, filthy knife-eared mongrel.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you
So
so much, Joe Cat, for giving me those curse words.
yes, so the knife ears have turned off all of your aspects. Now, for those of you who have played uh, Magic the Gathering, your character aspects are essentially your global enchantments. So all of you've just experienced an enchantment board wipe across the board. So all of your global enchantments are gone, your character aspects are deactivated, and y'all are up a creek because you rely on those more heavily. Holy shit, what is that noise?
Someone's getting ready.
Sorry, I was rolling up some paper. I thought my mic was pointed in a appropriately different direction.
Ardent be
That's
rolling.
my chair.
Ardent be rolling, and I can't. We're not going to blame a man for needing to roll up once in a while. So
No. I was throwing away some old papers. My apologies.
All right. Oh, so as always, shilling, more shilling. We have at the bottom section of this performance the yes, Bleach Demon. It is sadly a fruit roll up. We have at the bottom section of this. We have at the bottom section of this display the creature card to NPC chart. Now, as you might not know this, but further down in the is a nasty creature waiting for our players, a Gargadon, who is
Mm.
going to be coming at them. Now, if at any point in time the audience wants to send me money via Cash App, you can throw a creature card at the players at any point in the game. So it's for $2 you can throw a common, for $5 you can throw an uncommon, for $10 you can throw a rare, and for $20 you get to throw a mythic uh, at these shade mages. So throw some shade at the shade mages. This is encouraged. This is
I would encourage throwing fluffy and relatively non-threatening things at us. Thanks.
Like I just did. It's a nice big teddy cuddy bear. Let's give it a hug.
yes, and and so they will be facing the Gargadons soon enough, and so in addition to all this, let's go look at the stats. We have Limbeck with the 2s across the board.
Let's see if we could ping her real quick.
Ardent has 5 wounds. He has 11 stained shade and 2 unstained. Kitty, our dear Kitty,
So
has 12 stained shade and 5 wounds, so he's at full health. And our dear Xander, our blue mage, has all 5 of his wounds and 5 stained shade. So, they're pretty they're ready to brawl, but they've just had all of their aspects turned off. So
I would like to do something.
all right. Well, what are you doing, Kitty? What are
Off
you
the
doing?
off the bat, I'd like to go ahead and try to reinitiate my Reaper's Tap.
How okay, so how much what was your cost for the Reaper's Tap?
Activation of 6.
Okay, so you're gonna have to spend 6 shade to activate it, and that will take your entire turn.
That'll work with me.
Okay. So Ardent and Satis, Ardent and Xander, what are you doing right now?
Geez, I'm going to. I'm not going to do anything with my bring back my aspects, but I think I'm going to start off by summoning a basic contraption. Use one of my shade summons.
Okay. So where would you like that?
And what's the? I could put him adjacent to me, or can I put him adjacent to somebody else, or does he have to? I mean, I don't remember exactly what the rules were for that.
I'm gonna say you can throw him as many spaces as your shade cap. So it should be
Okay,
5.
so my. All right. Well, I guess then I don't want to clutter us up too much, so maybe
Actually,
I guess
you know what?
5.
I'm gonna take that back because in the rules as written, it's line of sight. So you can, if you can see it, you can throw them down there. Because I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Well, I
line
just
of
want to
sight.
kind of get him. Okay, then I guess I'll put him down here by the like I mean I'll kind of flash my guy over where I want him to be, like kind of over here.
Okay, now this is actually to move Satis. This is elevated. So you want him on an elevated point right here?
Yeah, that would be perfect to have him up on that elevated spot.
Okay. All right. Let me get him. Let me get him up there.
Excuse me.
You're not excused.
Well,
You're
fine.
executed.
Eh,
Hang on.
sure. I'm just trying to work out the cost to reactivate everything, and then I'll wander over onto that elevated point as well. Because, well, I have a longbow. And I'm fairly sure these guys aren't expecting somebody not to use magic.
All right. So there you have your. Now, what is the stats for your for your beastie?
He is an O2 with 1 wound.
Okay, so 0 attack and 2 toughness.
Yep, and he has an ability where I can exhaust him
Mm-hmm.
to deal 1 damage to any target.
Okay.
And here, I'll do my little role-playing description. A flying piece of cloth comes off Xander's robe, and then a tiny steampunk-looking guy with a body shaped like a teal test tube pops up and... Oh, yeah, that's the wrong one. Never mind. It's a clockwork scorpion. There you go.
Y'all really did forget, damn.
Sorry, he started a word with test, and I started to think this was going sideways.
All right, never mind. All right, that's it. Do I get one
Okay.
other? Do I get the second action, or is that my whole turn? I don't quite remember.
Casting any channeled spell is half an action.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you
so I get
can.
one other thing.
Yeah. You get another half
Um,
action.
I'm gonna put a and the spell battery is a half action.
Yes.
You know what? I think I'm actually just gonna put the phasing onto Seth.
Seth, you get phasing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So let's give Sethy a little icon here to represent his phasing. Uh,
Little blue thingy.
And
Let's see
I'm
if I can.
down. I
Yeah.
spent up 2 of my shades. So,
Yeah.
and which one was the shade? The green.
It was the green. So put your 5 down to 3.
Okay.
The unstained shade is the one on the far right.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Yep.
All right. All right. So and that leaves Ardent.
Yes, Bonum Satis wants to reactivate everything he can possibly reactivate, and then I will move down just the other side of Xander's summons.
That's a lot of turn.
Um, that okay. So for
Or I.
your
Okay, go ahead.
for your character aspects, as I said, it takes a full action and an immense amount of shade to
Oh,
reactivate just one of them. Like the qualification, like for example, if you needed a score of 3 to get it, or a score of 6 to get it, that's how much stain shade is going to take to reactivate it, and reactivating one takes a whole turn. So you're going to have to be very strategic in which one you choose to activate, and how that's going to play out for you.
hmm,
So this isn't something you can just
Wave your hand at.
yeah. You're going to have
okay.
to. This is where the real strategy comes into play, and it you can't mess it up.
In that case, I will activate my Sure Strike first.
Okay, and what does remind us what Sure Strike does for your character?
I am currently searching for it to refresh my own memory, actually.
Should be on a character sheet. Unless you didn't fill it in.
I didn't
pull
fill
it
it
up.
in on the physical sheet, but it is on my.
On your PDF?
Yes. Here we are. I have to scroll just a little bit.
Sure
When
Strike was
attacking-
it called?
Yeah.
Sure Strike.
Got
When
it.
attacking in combat, you may choose to change your attack skill roll to your perception skill. And given that my perception is absolutely off the chart, that's definitely going to come in handy.
And it's a 3 it's the first one, so it's 3. So I think for 3 shade he can do it.
Yeah, for 3 shade. So mark down 3 shade.
Okay, you said I had 11 to start?
You had 11, now you're down to 8.
Okay, excellent.
And that took your whole turn. Like you are like doing the DBZ squat and charge motion.
Okay, so I have no movement whatsoever.
No, there's no
Okay, in
movement.
that case, I will simply stand in the corner and go, Ka.
Dragon Ball Z mode, are we?
Yes.
It's one of the few weak things I understand, so yes.
I'm just puffing on my gases again.
Okay, so and all right. Wait, did Kitty Kate take it? Did Seth take his turn?
Yeah, I
He
went
uses
and activated my touch again.
Okay, all right. And then you were given yes. Okay, so ooh. Xander is metagaming in chat.
we
You already know what my plan is. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You already know.
We did that before. That's our old move.
Okay, so as soon as y'all see this display, you walk into this room and you realize, holy shit, everything's being turned off. Like you look powered down. Jare and Limbeck look scared shitless. They are beside themselves at this point because they are now in front of their superior. The head taskmaster of this gyrotron, this giant underground machine with attacking metal spiders and dwarves who just live to master this this mechanical monstrosity that you're not even sure what it does. So they're now in front of their superiors who are talking to what look to be glowing beings. And now since your character aspects have been dispelled and you're exhausted, the light emanating from these beings dims down and it reveals elves.
Ah.
So, going on with the theme of Magic the Gathering, yes, elves have entered the room and they have deactivated all magical shenanigans. And so that's where we're going at. So Limbeck and Jare are they're trying to push through. Like they don't know what to do. Meanwhile, at the same time, a big beefy dude over here. Stop that. Big dude over here is deciding that he's had enough of this. Stop it. Yes, this one. And he needs to tell his good old fellow dwarves that they need to defend the realm. And so all the dwarves are making their way to charge and battle.
Just because I want to make sure that the events that happened that are going on right now are we walk in, we're shut down. Immediately out of frantic panic, you see me trying to huff my gas, get high on myself, and get my shit back in place, while we have our Dragon Ball Z fan over there charging up. Then our blue mage is summoning something while everything else is coming at us.
Yes.
Okay. Remember, kids, huffing is bad for you.
And yes, this is essentially a solar powered event. And our players are underground. So, it makes sense. That is the headcanon right now, is that they are solar powered. So, but meanwhile, while the dwarves are rallying around the uh, the battle area, inconspicuously, as one might imagine, the elves are beginning to flee because they're
Oh.
pointy-eared cowards,
That sounds like an elf.
and they are running actually in this direction, in the direction down the hall, as
Southwards.
yes, as this head dwarf is coming off to pass you off. You see an exchanging of you hear an exchanging of words. Actually, most of everyone give me perception rolls.
Oh fuck, what's our perception again?
What is your perception?
That's what I'm looking at. It's not bad actually. And then a skill test.
Let's
Oh,
see here. It is a 10.
okay.
So what do I roll for the skill test? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you roll.
And the modifier is 0.
The modifier is
10.
Whatever that perception is.
Oh, I'm sorry. So let me see what I got here.
You got
So
20.
10 plus my 10, my modifier. So I got 20.
You got a 20. Seth got a 23, and Arden got 23. Yeah, you all heard it, like clear as day, that the this head dwarf master is very clearly apologetic and wanting to defend uh, his gracious gods from from this blatant intrusion. Although he's slightly confused because he didn't know that they were elves before. It hasn't dawned on him that they're not gods yet. He's a very dim dwarf.
That sounds quite canon too.
Oh, especially if you're into the Deathgate cycle. That's kind of the canon. So they've spent their turns um, fleeing and getting assembled. So we're gonna start again. Everyone roll initiative at this point.
That's going to be a skill test plus what?
Skill test plus. Oh, what did we decide? Hang on. Um, didn't I have a movement stat in there?
You
Yes.
did, but I don't recall how we calculated it.
It should auto calculate on your
I'm not
It
using
was
the same
based on
sheet you guys are.
athletics. It was based on athletics or acrobatics. So
Yeah.
if based on athletics, it was
Well, I have-
something.
It was the
It was-
higher of the two.
And I've got neither.
30 plus 5 times acrobatics, or 5 times your skill, I think is what it was.
Yeah. So okay, Seth, if you don't have anything, what you do is you take your God damn it.
So it
So-
sounds like my movement
No, it's
should
20
be a base
plus,
of 30.
excuse me.
Oh,
So
so
it's
I've
20
got
plus the thing.
Base
I'm
of-
sorry, it's 20, not 30.
20.
Okay.
I assume
Yeah.
it's my movement then.
So what?
If I have no extra math, it sounds like my
Hang
movement is
on.
just going to be the base 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we discussed this at length. Like, you are slow. However,
Yeah.
however, despite being slow, you have Reaper's Tap and Stone Cold Stare, which means in combat you can pretty much tank and auto hit pretty much, or like auto kill pretty much anything. So
Yeah.
I don't. No complaining, sir. No complaining.
He's
Hey,
got the Stone
we've
Cold
discussed
Stunner.
it. We've had a debate. I've come to see my faults were good. So it should be the skill test plus motion. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then. So we're adding our character movement to the skill test?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Don't worry. I rolled pretty low. You're
Movement
good.
divided by 5 or
can't.
just the whole movement?
Just the whole movement. Don't worry about
The
it.
whole movement? Okay.
This is
One
just
second.
this is just between the three of you.
All right.
So it wouldn't matter how massive that difference was, because it'd still be about the same. Yeah,
Okay.
it'd still be about the same.
Yeah. So from this point, as everyone's assembling, Xander is going to be the first one to react, which is with canon, he has that
Holy
mercurial.
balls.
He has that mercurial aether quality of being able to adapt to his surroundings very quickly. So he instantly locks onto his first target and says, "What is he doing?"
I'm a fly guy. Geez. Okay, so if I want to draw shade, that's a full turn action, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so I could move and make a. Geez, you know what? I feel like I should just draw some shade and get myself into a good spot and just do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do
Okay.
before this
Alright.
gets too intense. So I click on mono stain.
Yes. Click on your monostain.
Let's hope for the best here.
Damn.
All right. You got
All of
all
it.
5.
Nice.
So bump that 3 up to an 8.
Okay, back in business, and that ends my turn. I think. Oh, I still have my shade summon I can use.
Yeah. He still does get like at least a half action.
I have a question with the shade summon.
Mm-hmm.
Does he has to go on my turn, or do we do something different with that? How did that work out?
I think we're gonna do like immediately before or after the owner or the summoner.
I like that. I think that keeps it from getting
But-
too confusing.
But I'm
What?
gonna give their own the minion their own turn, so to speak. I'm not I'm not going to make them roll their own initiative because they are, connected magically to the summoner.
That makes sense.
I
That
got a
makes sense.
question. Was the act of uh, going for shade and then to stain it not what made a whole action?
Correct.
I thought it did because last time we were playing, we had to, or maybe I'm thinking of the sip, but I know one of the things that I did quite frequently had to do with shade,
Yeah.
and it would hold me a whole turn most of the time.
Yeah. That was okay. The turn that he's using for the minion is on the minion's turn.
Okay.
The question is, where do we put the minion's turn? And I'm just saying either before or after the summoner. I'm not gonna do a roll for the minion because
At controller's discretion?
because even in the rules, if you have a minion doing like a skill test, like if you have a shade summon that's gonna pick lock for you, they're using your skills.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna make them roll an independent initiative.
Oh no, that's fine.
That's just retarded. So he can choose to use the minion's full turns after his own.
No, my thought was what I understood was happening was Xander was getting ready to cast another summon, which is where my
No.
confusion came from.
No.
Okay, no, we're all good. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just gonna just try to finish up my turn here real quickly. Do I see any hostile targets or anything like that?
You see lead dwarf right here, and you see this one getting ready to charge.
Oh, so these dwarves are coming at us directly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, well then I'm gonna fire off a. Then I'm gonna fire with the scorpion. The scorpion, the mechanical scorpion, rears back and fires off a shot straight out the stinger at the frontmost dwarf.
All right.
This one?
It's gonna exhaust itself,
Okay.
and
You're talking about this dwarf here, yes?
well, I mean, if I have a clear shot at that one, why not? He looks like a more dangerous target.
No, we're gonna do this one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
All right, so they're gonna take 1 damage.
Yeah, it only does 1 damage anyway, so I might as well just go on the weaker guy and try to knock him out.
Yeah, so he's gonna take 1 damage. So he's down to, yeah, so 1. So he's
Okay,
down
that
to
ends
1
my
for the
turn.
All right, and next up we have
The French one.
not the French one.
That's what I think when I read his name is something French.
How dare you? I am Latin, sir.
Bonum satis must be French. All of the Romans are rolling in their grave.
Yeah.
Every Italian is shaking their fist at this.
No, they're pursing their fingers. Hey, come on.
Pretty much. So, after we've infuriated the entire the entire peninsula and coast of Europe, let's let us go forth. So,
Okay.
so
I'm
Satis,
attempting. I'm attempting to figure out how a 45 movement transfers to these squares.
5 per square.
Okay, and I can move and attack. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get to there. And how do I point at somebody?
You take your mouse and then you're going to left click and hold on the thing you're pointing at.
Okay. The problem, Satis. So a point of order. The location that you are at
Yes.
required you to climb over over a banister of sorts.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
So unless you're going to make an athletics roll and pole vault 10 feet straight up in the air,
Your big heavy armor,
which I don't mind you attempting.
Okay. Actually, I will in fact attempt that.
All right, so go ahead and attempt a pole vault.
So is that acrobatics or athletics?
I'm going to say that it's athletics at this point.
Okay.
So I'm gonna set up the DC to be around 20-ish.
20?
Yes.
Sounds about average.
Oh, he's
We
definitely
did
got
it.
that.
Nice. All
The
right.
gods are with me.
And you
Okay.
see a heavily armored monk just straight up, no
Ninja
running.
leap.
Yeah, just launch up into the air and grab into the banister. Now you see him using his halberd, his spear, as a way to leverage him as he's hooking himself into the banister and lifts himself up. But he is like a boss, ninjaing up this embankment and just being like, "No, I will take the high ground."
Yeah, pretty much.
As
Uh,
as
I,
he goes forth and goes up to the landing.
Um,
okay, I will correct my movement a little bit since I had to spend a little bit of effort getting there.
That's fair
And
enough.
let me just make certain this is an elf.
Correct.
That is my target with my longbow.
And Violence's life is in the chat. Welcome, dear lady. It's
Hail!
been too long. Hail Violence. I love saying I love saying that. And yes, a merry Yule to everyone and all.
Yes.
Hello.
Let me see here. So for my longbow, excuse me, sorry. My attack. Oh, I can use my perception. That's right.
Yes, you can use your perception to attack the
Which
filthy
gives me
elves.
a 10 advantage. And that will be 21 to attack.
Oh, you're attacking the elf.
Yes. And he is defending with his acrobatics.
He is defending with his acrobatics.
get fucked, Elf.
Well, they're kind of
Aren't green really good in the acrobatics though?
twinkle toed.
Yeah, let me
No, I am Tinkletoad. I have no acrobatics.
Yeah, he does not make it. He is hit.
Excellent. And I just need to roll a single d6.
Yeah, his toughness is 1, so uh
Do I add anything to my damage rolls?
um
I don't think so.
I don't think you do.
Okay. I'll take a 4.
Nice. Um okay.
Sprout feathers, you knife-eared bastard!
All right. So
Sorry, let me rephrase. Sprout feathers, you knife-eared heathen!
all right, so he's down to 4 wounds and he's exhausted.
Exhausted. Which one just took the damage? The lighter of the green or front or back?
The
This guy.
yeah,
Front,
the
got
the
it.
one who is
Leading the charge.
yeah, the one who's leading.
Awesome.
All right.
And Violence is serenading us in the chat. On the first day of Christmas, my coolness gave to me some crawfish they caught in Araby.
Sweet. Sweet. I apologize if I'm not reading chat because I'm on another browser looking managing the game. So I beg you for forgiveness, but no, that I love it when chat is active. This is fantastic. So yes, we have uh Satis has shown his prejudice against the knife ears. He
Yes,
he has
heathens.
he has revealed his
Crush the heathens.
he has revealed his xenophobia, and it is the dwarf's turn as they are confusedly charging.
So I take it I'll be going before Xander?
Wait, hang on. Do you still need to take your turn?
Yeah,
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 of
he
the
didn't
three
get his.
players, I'm
Oh,
still
that's
yet to
right.
take my
That's right.
turn.
Yes. Yes. I apologize. So It is
All right.
still uh,
So, can
Seth's
I
turn.
see anything around the damaged elf?
No, you can't see Jack around the elf.
Can I see
All
any of the elves?
no.
No.
You did see Ardent hopscotch over onto the banister.
So, can I see? Hold on. Let me fix the tool real quick. Can I see this pillar?
uh through a dwarf maybe.
Like, I'm just trying to get a grasp on what my line of sight would, where my line of sight stops its scope.
Okay. Okay, the square in front of you has a banister dot or circle. You see that point right there? Yeah, right there. You can see around that just barely.
So how do I do that?
There you okay, so yeah,
I
that
can
would be your
see.
line of sight. You can see the
Okay,
dwarf.
so as far as that dwarf, got
Yep.
it. Um. All right, then what I think I'll do is I'll make two summons, or one summon and one um aspect. The
Okay.
first is going to be my deadly embrace at 3 corruption shade, and if I can, I would like to post him right here, in front of the burly dwarf, the
Okay.
burliest of the dwarves. And then after that, I'm going to take the aspect necrotic and apply it to the same summon,
Okay.
which would cost me one more of my shade, bringing me down to 2 stained shade.
Okay. So, and we're going to give him a little tint. Da, da, da. All right, and we're going to give him poison. We'll
Awesome.
we'll denote that with a
Skull.
no. There we go. There we go. All right. So, and what are the stats of this beastie?
It is a 2/2 with 1 wound, so it deals 2 damage and it takes 2 before it dies. It has the. Wait, hold on. Yes. Whenever any Shade Summon dies in combat, I will regain a wound. And it also has Twin Strike, so it
Oh,
attacks twice.
okay.
And then I just give it Necrotic, so any damage it deals will immediately deal a wound.
Damn. Okay, and it hits the same target twice.
Yeah.
Shiza. That's
And
okay.
with that is my turn.
Okay. All right. And with that, um Jari and Limbeck are wondering like, okay, what is going on? Limbeck still cowering behind Jare, and you're here's how everything's gonna work out. Everything's going to be kind of chaotic. This Master Dwarf here is going to attempt to attack your Shade Summons, along with his faithful comrades here. And all the rest of the dwarves are going to try and, like, reinforce their captain. And they're just going to focus as much as they can on killing this beastie first.
Yes, excellent. Turn your backs to the guy standing directly above you with the longbow.
And they are going to attack your Shade Summons. Now, I think I forgot how this works, but did I make
I
sure
work on our skills on all things.
that's that is what I needed to double check. So, um and their skill test is plus the gray circles. So +3 and submit. So head dwarf rolled a 14 against your shade summons.
Dealing against what?
Um, that is a good question. Give me 1 second.
Autogenic stats.
Yeah, we're auto-genning stats right now. So honestly it doesn't matter whatever his defense roll
Yeah, it
is.
automatically deals the power, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
no. If he's doing 14, if he's going to attack my summon, he's attacking a certain stat. Which stat is he trying to attack?
yes, that is correct. I'll be honest. We're just gonna say endurance.
Endurance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and he obviously misses horrendously. Misses. Uh,
Will he counterattack? Counterattacking will um exhaust him. Yes.
yes, it will. Counterattacking does exhaust you. So, and to be fair, attacking exhausts you as well.
Right.
So, um,
Mm.
actually, hang on. Let me figure this out for 1 second. Let me see if I have any buttons for this, because
If it's going to exhaust, let's
It
not
says
counterattack.
it says the combat is always an opposed roll between shade mages and other natural or non-shade opponents. But it doesn't really say what happens if it's not a shade mage versus a shade opponent. It doesn't really address like a
okay,
non-shade mage creature.
okay. So here's what I've rolled, and this is something that I have in a macro. Um,
Okay.
so what I've rolled is rolling for the type of opponent that he was, and he was a dwarvish miner,
All right.
and the weapon is a 6, so it was weapon number 3. Um, so stat 3, and this is where I have to use the rule book for. Do do do. All right, because I want to do this right, and I made it very user friendly. Orcs, no. Okay, so dwarven miner. Hang on. Okay, dwarvish miner. Uh, weapon 3. So the weapon.
Dwarvish miner. You mean they're sending their children to fight those bastards?
Yes, yes. Okay, so he's using a battle axe, and the attack roll that he was using was a stat 3, which was which is the um we're gonna say athletics, and the defense roll he was making is the 4, so defense stat 2. He was attacking your insight. He was attacking,
Insight.
yes. So
That does no difference.
that's no difference.
That's no difference.
Okay, so for the sake of continuity, we're gonna say that they're all attacking his insight. So
Okay.
that's what we've got. So they are attacking your shade summons insight. Uh, so that's so they still missed,
Yeah.
but there is a way in the game to quick roll these stats real quick if you need to. So insight it was based on the charts that we used. So They missed. All the other dwarves are going to do the same. Uh,
I am
+3,
going to
12.
skill test 9.
Yeah.
Succeed. Next one. How many of
Okay.
them are right here? 5, 6?
We're just gonna say 4. 4
4
total.
of them are attacking?
No, just one more after this. All right, we'll see if one gets over 18.
That was in response. Wait. Oh, whoops. Okay.
Yeah,
I said it wrong.
yeah, no,
Okay.
they all failed at attacking your minion. They're having a very bad time of this.
The last one that attacked, I'll go ahead and counter with.
You'll counter with,
With
okay.
the last attack, yeah.
So this one,
Uh, which one? Yeah,
that
that one.
yeah, the one that was highlighted.
Is that gonna auto go through, or do I need to roll for it?
Oh, it's gonna auto hit,
Okay, so he takes 2.
and he dies.
Like a pussy.
Yeah.
What's next on the chopping block?
I believe next was just these dwarves trying to make their way up, make their way up, make their way up, make their way up. Now we get down to the elves. He's straggling behind. This one is going to go up and stop next to them as this one continues behind. You see this one stop and wave his hands in the air.
If you're doing the circular highlight thing, I'm not seeing it on my screen.
I'm not either. There
I
it
can
is.
see it. I can see it when I do it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the circular highlight thing.
Oh, you just hold the
Select.
left button down over it.
Yeah. Go to select item.
There you go.
You're gonna
Okay,
tap the
there we
bolt.
go. Okay. So
Everybody.
so this one right here is waving his hands and making magical gestures and runes in the air.
Excellent. It's a great way to make yourself more prominent for the archer.
And the out of the ether sprouts a giant green monstrosity
Oh, balls.
that roars and bellows. What are you doing, Seth?
2 battery rolls off of the 2. Oh wait, hold on. That's not an effect, is it? Battery rolls per wound loss. No, it is not an effect. Okay.
No, it's
Ignore
not.
that.
Yeah. Trying to
Cheat the
manhandle
system a
the
little.
manhandle this. So ignore the man behind the counter. So they summoned a giant beastie, and he is very anguish. He is not very well pleased.
He angry?
Very angry.
Well, at least he's not angry.
Yes. So he has been summoned, and he is very malevolent and very frothy. Um, the other elves wake up their comrade and drag him along with them over here, where upon gazing and further inspection, sorry, let me get this token off of him. Stop. Stop that. There we go. All right. So, upon further inspection, you guys realize, or at least Ardent realizes, that the elves are coming up the staircase to meet him.
Ah, I see a staircase.
Yes,
finally,
and
that I
it's
didn't see before.
and the elves are running up the staircase that leads up to his balcony level,
Hmm.
which means that if successful, he can not only uh, encourage his party members to escape up with him and escape the dwarves, but that they can also cut off the filthy knife ears who are trying to make their speedy escape. You
Hmm.
can get a twofer.
So what I'm hearing is I should move my character down to the stairs and yell to my friends, "Crush them and join me, fellows."
Yeah.
In essence. And with that, it is now, again, Xander's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start by how high are the ceilings here about?
I'm going to say that the ceiling is about a vaulted 50 feet.
Noise.
All right. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna use flight on myself.
Okay.
So let me go to the let me just get my sheet here to exhaust it.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna. I guess I'll just use the second half of my turn. Oh, let me take out the. Excuse me. Let me take out the point of shade.
I got it for you.
Okay.
You
And I'm
got
just
the.
gonna move up onto the balcony here with the rest of my move.
Okay.
So let me move my guy up here. Let me figure out how much far I can move first. Um,
While he's working that out, can I ask why one of those elves that I hit with an arrow no longer appears to be exhausted?
Oh, because his party members are moving him, and he is his elvish trickery has allowed him to catch his breath.
Ah, just in time to lose it permanently. Excellent.
Indeed.
and I'm gonna fly up over here. So I'm just gonna move up over on head off this staircase and whoops over here.
Excellent tactical choice.
And that's it.
All right.
When I get to use my little guy to fire a shot, I get to move with him also. How far can this guy move? The summon.
He has your combat and skill abilities.
So he can basically move anywhere he wants.
Yes.
I'll have him move up in front of me
Okay.
by a space just to kind of like block off things. I can't actually grab him though for some reason.
Oh, so do you want me to move him here?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. All right. So after that, Ardent, it is now your turn.
I see a little silhouette of an elf, and I'm going to hit it.
All right.
Get off the stage.
how many uh, how many arrows can I put down range in one turn?
I believe the answer to that is one.
Ah, well, bugger.
Attack is half action.
And attacking exhausts your character, so
That is true.
So only one.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Acrobatics adds 9. Oops. And firing at the same elf I initially tagged.
Okay.
I do believe a 22 hit him last time, or would have hit him last time.
You'll see how well he rolls.
And I'm looking for
And
a singular
he
d6 for my damage.
and he shot again.
Spinkle!
Yeah. So yeah, he's down to another wound.
I call dibs on his loot.
This elf is particularly annoyed and aghast. Like, why me? Although, to be fair, you are pinging the leader of the group. Like, he's like, I shouldn't have worn the big hat. I should not have worn the big hat. He is cursing his hubris and wearing his elegant elven attire that gave off his rank, as it were.
Well, to be fair, the moment I fired my first arrow, every dwarf in the room attacked us.
No, they attacked my dude.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
What was
So,
that roll for?
Oh yeah, fair point. To be fair, the moment we entered the room, the dwarves went into protection mode of those guys, so it
mm,
kind of marked them as a valuable target.
yeah. Okay, so, Ardent. Actually, that is your turn. Um, Seth, it is your turn. Seth, Sethy, Sethy
Sorry,
poo.
ish big. All right, so
Wait. What?
don't question my wording. I have been having issues all day with that shit.
um,
um, all right, so
I'm gonna let the
uh,
moment pass, but the internet never forgets. I will have you know.
that's fine. Oh God, what do I want to do?
That's getting clipped later.
It already has been. Um, you're all very expensive at the moment. Actually, can I target the party members without having to see them?
Can you target the party members? No, you need line of sight to target the players.
Okay. Um, and based off where I'm at, that's very disadvantageous. Um, what's my sip level? I'm at 3+. Yeah, screw it. I'll go ahead and sip again. Or not sip. Draw shade.
You're gonna siphon?
No. Draw shade. I'm on a stain.
Oh, okay. So you okay? So take a full action and mono stain. Go ahead.
Success.
All right, we're gonna bump you up five more, so you're up to seven, good sir. All
Awesome.
right.
And my shade summon will passively wait to see if they attack him again.
You are a harsh and cruel master.
Always.
Meanwhile, all these dwarves are like, attack it! Attack it! Kill it with fire!
It's a good thing there's no flanking bonus in this game.
That looks
Um,
like the least entertaining game of Minesweeper ever.
Meanwhile, however, the Gargadon sees a gathering of dwarves. Having been summoned by an elf, it begins to proceed to charge the dwarves. I didn't make the rules.
But you're bloody
Yes, you
well
did.
going to enforce them.
Yes, you did.
Well, yeah, to be fair, you actually
Wait,
did.
wait, hang on. I did technically make the rules for this game. I did. That was me. I am the guilty party here. Um, eh, I'm enforcing the rules as written. Fuck it. So,
That works.
the Gargadon, not discerning friend from foe, um, obeys the overall wishes of his masters and begins to attack with xenophobic prejudice against dwarves, whom its masters have great resentment and hatred for. So it starts to tear up the dwarves. And it's not pretty. Mr. Dwarf here gets annihilated, getting trampled. And wait, it has a trample value of 7.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
That's a
uh,
whole wound to anyone who walks into it.
Yeah, so um yeah, this dwarf is pretty much dead.
It didn't even need to take a skill test. It just said, "Fuck it, you're dead."
No. Well, this is essentially like a natural like shade summon thing. So, like for example, in combat between shade summons, there are no dice rolls. They just deal damage to one another, and that's the end of it. The way this happened, yeah, he is such he has enough trampling to end a dwarf in one turn, and yeah.
Did the dwarf deal any damage back?
Oh yeah,
No.
the dwarf dealt damage back, but it doesn't matter. It's going to like auto regen the next turn anyway.
Well,
Um
I just figured in case I maybe want to try to do a little damage to it.
oh yeah, it's down to 5.
Okay.
Okay, so the dwarf was able to do like what was it? 2 damage?
So
So
we need 3 more to take a wound.
yeah, it would need 3
Okay.
more to take a wound.
Okay.
So you could bother with it, you could not bother with it. They have a dangerous scorpion thing they can't seem to touch, and they have big nasty over here.
Mhm.
Scorpion hasn't been too dangerous, to be fair, but
Yeah. So at this point, everyone starts to realize pointy ears shot themselves in the foot proverbially again, as the dwarves confusedly begin to obey their captain, who breaks rank to confront the thing killing his clansmen. No. And so that's what we're looking at right now.
Oh, wait. A couple of them are moving away. That should initiate the combat chance, should it not?
Well, sure, if you want to trigger, if you want your shade summon to become the target of a dwarven retreat, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like that they're escaping. I'm gonna have to. Um, I
Oh,
believe
that's right. No survivors.
this one was the closest to me, or was it this one?
I think it was that one.
Okay, that one's gonna take the attempted swing.
From this?
Yeah,
No, he can only attack what's next to him.
right, but he was leaving.
Okay. So this one, as he's right here.
Yeah, as he's moving off.
All right, go ahead and exhaust your creature.
it
I
better
can't
hit.
touch it. That's on you to exhaust it.
Okay. All right. So you want him exhausted? That's fine. And dwarvy here gets extinct. Meanwhile, this dwarf right here and this dwarf right here are gonna get attacks of opportunity.
Okay,
All right. So
confused, but okay. Because they're moving towards
actually,
Gargadon.
no, you're right. They don't get attacks of opportunity because they're moving. You clever bastard. All right, I'll allow it. That's fair enough. Now, as all of this is unfolding, Jare and Limbeck are slack-jawed, and they really don't know what to do. Like, they've just found out that their gods are elves, and that their people are being attacked by elven summon monster. And
So yeah, their gods have basically just betrayed them, as far as they're concerned.
and so Jare is grabbing Limbeck and inching their way across the edge of this wall, because they looked at Ardent, abandoned them. The man who was once so noble and protecting just pole vaulted over the edge, as they now have to scoot down ever so quietly, mouse-like, down the way, hoping that the elves nor the Gargadon nor their fellow dwarves notice that they're going missing. So, returning again to Xander the Great.
Oh, geez. All right.
Yeah.
I guess first things first, I will take a shot at one of these elves. Which is the one that Arden's been shooting at?
That would be this one right here.
Well, I'm
The
gonna
one with the
fire off a
feathers stuck out
crossbow
of him.
shot right at that bastard.
Okay.
So let's see what I use my perception skill. So I roll a skill check.
Yep.
All right, let me do this here with a.
All right, and he fails to dodge it, so he takes the damage and
1d6.
Yeah.
yeah.
How do I do 1d? How do I type a 1d6 in?
Uh,
Um,
do spell battery.
Yeah. Yeah.
3.
He's down to 2 wounds.
All right. And the attack uses my whole turn.
Pretty much. You can.
All right.
You can use your shade summon to attack him as well.
Um, I guess I'm gonna. I can actually keep my shade summon to fire later. Or do I have to use it now?
Oh, he can fire at both times if you want him to. I mean,
All right, I'll just fire him now then
okay.
at the elf that I already hit with the arrow.
Yeah, he's down to 1 wound.
All right. Bang. All right. That's my turn.
Okay.
Elves have only 1 toughness.
Yep.
Oh god.
That's nice. Finally, this little scorpion's good for something.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Fuck the flamboyant elvish fucks.
this is not a good day for the elves. As they're watching their leader getting picked off one by one, but one wound at a time.
Oh, I'm gonna shout at him. Surrender, you elf bastard!
Surrender. You don't ask the heathens to surrender.
And Promethean Hales is in chat. Greeting, Promethean Hales.
So-
Alright.
Hello, buddy.
Do I have to kill the elves since they're technically in combat, even though they're fleeing like a bunch of sourpuss weak twinks?
Wait, hang on. Repeat question, because I'm watching chat now. I'm being a good host.
With the elves sort of being in combat with my party, is their fate set in my hands at this point?
Oh yes.
Okay. So they do have to die. That's good to know. Thank you.
Yes. This is the alpha cost. Uh, I'm sort of relieved that Arden is very like anti-elf at this point, because as the story progresses, you will learn that in the Deathgate cycle that elves are not innocent in any way, shape, or form. So,
I think we knew that by them stealing their poor fucking water.
oh, there you go again. Now, Ardent, it is
Yes.
it is again your turn.
And this is the fellow I've been pinging.
Yep.
I might as well continue.
Get
So
it.
that was a singular D6.
How are you attacking him?
Oops. No,
You have
that's
a ranged
wrong.
weapon?
Yes, longbow.
Okay.
That was a D6 plus my perception, which is 10. So that should be a 15 to hit.
Are you supposed to roll 3d6?
You roll
Yeah.
3d6, sir.
Oh, did that
Skill
wrong.
test
Sorry.
plus
I
that.
knew I did something odd.
Skill test at the.
There we are.
Okay. All right. So 21.
I still think I would have hit him with the 15, but we'll see.
Probably.
Damn dirty elf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking brutal.
And he is extinct. He falls to the floor.
My loot.
Hope Yare and Limbic are enjoying this.
Do
Seeing
I
that
have-
elf get cut down?
Do I have any movement at all?
Half.
Yes, you have a half action to move.
Okay, so I can move half of my
Half of your
movement.
distance. Yeah.
pretty much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll call it 5, and I'll go there just
Okay.
to track along with the elves, or sorry, dwarves that I'm actually kind of trying to protect. I was being proactively protective. I swear.
All right. And meanwhile, the elves are going to take their movement turn and stop right here as they realize that their only route to escape has been, well, sabotaged.
My emotions.
And yes, it is Seth's turn.
All right. Um. Let's see. What is the cost of you that exhausts? Scroll down. No, wait. Hold on. Wait. No. Over here. Give me a second. I'm looking for the spell
No problem.
because I saw it a minute ago. Oh, okay. That's what it was.
On the fifth day of Christmas, my coolness gave to me 5 onion rings.
No,
Ah,
you're too expensive right now. I don't. Actually, it might. Going to summon. Wait. Yeah, I'll go ahead and summon for 3 my vessel's cheat.
your vessels cheat?
Yes. As an additional cost, I take 1 damage, and I can exhaust my vessel's cheat to add 1 shade of any dominion to my shade pool.
Oh, okay. Um, all right, so let me go get a corruption. And where would you like this beastie?
Uh, right here in front of me.
Okay. Wait for me to
And
tint him.
the second half of Seth's turn is going to apply
So what are the
a.
stats of this thing again?
That should be a. Where's vessel's cheat?
What are the
Say
wounds?
2-3 with 1 wound.
Okay, one enter, two enter, three enter. Okay, there we go. All right. So, and what are you doing with your second half of your turn?
The second half is I'm going to apply one of my unchanneled onto the Gargadon.
Okay. So what is the unchanneled spell?
Fatal wound.
Oh, how very nice. So we're going to put a little marker on the Gargadon. Um, which one is most appropriate? I think we're going to go with um this one. Yes, he's going to have back pain. So this means that he is frail and fragile, and he doesn't like any more damage.
Oh, precious.
Yes.
I made it a cute little kitten.
Yeah. So
And
remind me of what this spell does again for the audience.
if the target dealt any damage until the start of my next turn, it will automatically take a wound.
Okay. So, um yes. As your spell is cast, a purple dark lightning string infuses its bones and crackles up its flesh, and it begins to shrivel and cry out, but it's not taking any damage quite yet. And that is the end of your turn, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what unfolds before you is a sight that no one ever wanted to see but had to witness because the Gargadon is going to trample over Lee Dwarf and this other dwarf over here and completely smash them. However, in the process, you see its hoof and its tusk pass through the dwarf, completely crushing his skull. But the weight was unintentionally detrimental because what the Garganon doesn't know is that its muscle, its mass, has been completely rotted out. And so what you see is just a skeleton impale both of these dwarves as it's charging forward,
Oh,
but the flesh and the sinew and the tissue is just rotting and pushing upward, kind of like a fruit roll up around like a metal wiring. And
that's kind of nasty.
it's gross
I love it.
as the body of this gargoyle just melts against these dwarves that it's just crushing with its mass.
Did it take a wound for being hit by doing that?
Yes, like
Okay.
like both of these guys are dead and immolated, and it's almost like immolating itself. Like that attack itself brought it down to like 3 wounds,
Oh wow.
and so as the rest of these dwarves are attacking it, it is it's just losing wounds, and I think maybe this one dies and is in being like engulfed
No.
in the mass
Wow.
of the Gargadon. Meanwhile, your little scorpion's like heh 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 heh
We will
as
name him Pokey.
as he is no longer exhausted at all. So
ah.
so this one's gonna be dead as well, and you have four dwarves left after the Gargadon has made his
Can I scout the
exposure.
Gargadon at the end of the battle?
Call
Sure.
dibs.
You know what? You may. It's gonna
Yeah.
be around
Pillar. Got it.
this pillar, and you have four dwarves left.
Yes,
Four
but we
dwarves,
also have
two
two elves.
elves. Yeah, but the elves apparently aren't jack shit.
Yeah.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can't quite make a charge at them.
This went a
Wait,
lot
can I
easier
charge?
than I thought it would have, too. Damn.
I thought the Gargadon would be more of like a nemesis for you, and it just ended up being like this rampant wild card because the elves were trying to be douchebags. Because you have to understand, you guys pay to throw these cards in the game. I still have to make it work narratively,
Yeah.
and so it just made sense that the elves would summon it, and it would be an indiscriminate asshole because elves. So um
I still would have figured it would have been like much more threatening, much more powerful than what it was.
well, it
It
What's a
was.
vanilla seven
No, no,
five or
no,
it's a
no,
trample
no, no,
seven
no,
five?
no, no. The 7/5 and trample was beefy, and it would have taken out the entire dwarven troop if you had let it. But no, you turned it into mush.
That's true.
You turned it into mush. That is what happened. Uh,
Basically made it a 7-1.
yeah, you turned it to mush, and it had like 7 dwarves attack. Like I I I I don't know the comparison. Like not even the casting couch scene was sufficient to describe what happened to this thing.
Oh,
That This was not cool.
I differ to beg.
And we haven't gotten any more contributions to the Cash App. So if anyone wants to throw in an extra beastie at the players, we got time for that nonsense. Um, so okay, that was the that was the end of the Gargadon's turn and the dwarves' turn. Um,
Elves went after the players. Gargadon went after the dwarves. Dwarves went after Gargadon. So it should be back to the top of the round, starting with Xander.
yeah. So Xander, you are beholding history in the making.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just I guess first things first. I'll fire at an elf in front of me.
Okay.
So I do my skill test.
Well, which one are you targeting?
Geez, I guess. I mean, do they look the same, to me, or does one of them look more?
They both look the same.
Then I'm just gonna fire at the nearer one.
Okay.
Die, you elf bastard!
All right. Your roll of 22 beats its 10, so it goes down to 2 wounds and it's
Is that this
exhausted.
guy?
Yes.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna fire the and I'm gonna have and I'm gonna use my I still have a half action, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do the spell battery roll on to bring back phasing.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire the scorpion's gonna rear back and fire a bolt at that long-eared bastard.
The same one.
Same one. Let's
All right.
take him out.
He doesn't even get a. He doesn't even get a roll, so he's already exhausted. So he automatically just loses it.
Take that.
He's down to 1 wound.
And now it's the end of my turn. That
His
was quick.
compatriot behind here is like horrified and shocked. He's like, "Why are you doing this? Why? Why?"
Because we don't like you.
Elven
That's my turn.
bastards. All right. So next is Satis.
I will move down my full movement, just not quite my full movement,
Okay.
just to where I'm beside Xander,
Okay.
and trust Seth to deal with the remaining dwarves behind us. And I will confront. I will put away my bow as I'm moving, and draw. I still don't have a sword yet. I guess I'll have to draw my glaive out again, and I'll point it at this fellow, and say, "Surrender or die."
I scream out in response, "He's gonna die anyways, just let it happen."
Quiet, you.
Well, the elf, looking horrified at his compatriot, begins to duck and run. He's going back this way.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. It's a
He's
very silly choice for a guy in roll over balcony and attack with a glaive range.
well, as he retreats this way, he's going to pull out a bow and get ready to return fire.
Oh, so you have chosen death.
he well, from his perspective, he never. This is his best chance at life anyway. So,
I
meanwhile,
do seem to recall giving him two options. It was surrender or die.
well, well, yes,
Escape wasn't in there.
well, yes, but he heard your friend,
Yeah.
and that that kind of threw a wrench in those plans. So,
He wants to fight back a little. He's toying
indeed.
with his food.
Meanwhile, Satis is in the is in the chat telling
Lovely old Seth to shut up.
Oh,
yeah.
I had to remember to preface those with OOC when I'm actually talking out of character.
And
And
Violence
in
Life
our chat,
says,
Violence's Life has graced us with on the sixth day of Christmas, my coolness gave to me 6 cypress knees.
I
Though I have
don't
no idea what a cypress knee
I
is.
don't know either. Like I
I,
thought I was the only one out of the loop.
I'm going to guess that's part of a cypress tree.
I have no idea. Now, I am once again just catching up with the YouTube live chat. Fragile Elephant, Heart of Glass. It's soft and pink elephant now. Squishy. Yes. Um, that is ardent, terrible. A sniper does not stumble, nor is he tripped. He attacks precisely when he means. Okay, well done. Well done. Well bloody
There
done.
you thank.
Okay, so now the elf has pulled out the bow. Meanwhile, Jare and Limbeck are frozen.
Skirting off. Oh,
No,
okay.
they are not approaching the elf pulling out the bow. In fact, they might go back one square.
They don't
And
want to
mean,
get hit.
and we're back to Seth and his shenanigans.
Awesome. My I'm going to activate one of my other character aspects. This time I'm going to choose Death's Grace, which will cost the rest of my shade. Um, while I am huffing more of my gas, my shade summon is going to exhaust itself for the extra corruption shade.
Okay.
Um, lastly, the next dwarf, the one in front of my shade to the east, is going to take a couple of swings from my shade summon.
Okay.
And with that skill test, it attacks with my unarmed, yes?
I'm sorry. Repeat the question. I was a bad DM and got distracted by my phone.
That's fine. The shade summon will attack with my unarmed, yes?
Yes. You're
Okay, it's attacking their perception for its bluff,
okay. So go ahead and
which is
roll
11.
your combat roll. And this one is the one you're attacking?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to try and fight back. And that's how well he does.
And he had 2 wounds.
Yes.
That's 1 and 2. I get 2 spells back.
Oh, and yeah, he's down to 1 wound and he's exhausted. So,
Awesome.
and so does that
Uh,
exhaust your creature?
yes, because that was combat.
Okay.
So my entire team is now exhausted.
Okay. So, let's do that. All right. So, so he's down to 1 wound and your entire team is kind of down for the count. And well, I guess it's the elves' turn. This one's going to fire at Ardent.
Which one? The silly one at the bottom of the stairs?
Yes, that one.
Oh, okay.
He's going to do his best.
Well, his best probably isn't good enough. What am I rolling? 3d6 and
You're
using which skill?
3d6, and you're going to be using your athletics.
Oh, damn, not by much.
Oof,
That was close.
sir.
That was close enough. Now I'm wondering if I can grab that arrow out of the air and send it back to him.
No, Like it,
Oh well.
it it you almost got hit, sir.
Yes. That's why I'm asking.
So
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And
yeah,
hen's teeth.
that is true. However, with that, we are back down to a Xander.
Okie doke. Well, I'm going to fire a shot at the elf that I already been going after. So
Okay.
let's do that.
Kill it.
Yeah, he doesn't survive. So
Awesome.
he dies.
I'll do a spell battery to restore the basic contraption. Hopefully, good. And I'm going to use the scorpion's going to rear back and fire off a shot at the last remaining elf, and then I'm going to shout, "Surrender or die!"
All right. So he's already exhausted and doesn't expect the shot from your scorpion from the side. So he's wounded and exhausted again and bleeding.
Please survive. Please survive. Please survive. Please survive.
He has 2 wounds left.
Oh, not anymore. He doesn't.
And he isn't. He's not listening. I guess. All right, but that ends my turn. Either way.
Yeah. So Satis Ardent, you may continue on your xenophobic rage.
Okay, I want to do something somewhat spectacular at this point
Okay.
because I did build this guy to be a combination knight, ninja, cleric sort of deal. That balustrade, the railing that he's kind of standing beside,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to run along that, leap, and hand him his ass with my glaive in something akin to a jump from the top rope in a ladder match.
Okay, give me a 25 DC attack roll.
Beautiful.
You fall
And
off
as I'm
the
using my
banister and land
blade-
on your head.
As I'm using my glaive, I use my endurance, which is only 6. Oh no, wait, I forgot. I have my sure strike reactivated, which means I do get my 10 for my perception. In that case,
Fail.
Okay.
Uh,
You
trip,
do,
fall, and I'm somewhere in this region.
yeah, you
Oh wait, no, yeah, okay. I was thinking I should have used my acrobatics for the skill test, but whatever.
yeah, no, you landed about wait, you have acrobatics?
I do.
Roll again using acrobatics.
Okay.
That was my bad.
If he fails, does he take damage?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah.
fails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna take take a damage.
Falls on his head and breaks his neck.
Take a wound. I'm putting you down to 4.
Oh, he takes a whole wound?
Oh yeah.
Yes. He just threw me in the corner.
What did I just miss?
Okay, Arden. Because Seth activated one of his aspects, which is you roll a spell battery every time someone loses a wound in combat.
So I trip, fall, bust my own ass, and he benefits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I felt the damage come through.
I am definitely making a drunken master the next time I make a character.
Oh, so yes, yeah. A typical a typical black mage moment. Your ally trips and falls. All this going is planned. I love this game.
All is proceeding as I have foreseen.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh. Oh, that was that was something else. Okay, so back up here with Seth. You have four dwarves at your doorstep,
All
and they are viciously attacking your your
right.
your precious baby. And because your baby's exhausted, he automatically take damage. He's automatically wounded. Bada bing, bada boom. So,
He takes 3 damage.
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
As long as they can successfully deal 3 damage each time they hit it, or one time at least.
Yeah, we all knew
Okay.
it because it was exhausted. It was going to expire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is now. They are now, in addition, closing their ranks towards you.
I do have to admit, I honestly felt like I was pushing my luck that time.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to move my shade summon behind me, back to this slot if it can fit there.
Okay.
Let's see how much distance this is gonna be.
You can
One,
reach them.
two,
You,
three.
you
Right,
can.
but I want to know if that's gonna take up, or how much of my turn that's gonna take up. That'll take up
A half action.
just to get to him.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and move up in front of them with my half action and exhaust my shade for my summon for a second vessel or a
Okay.
second shade.
Okay.
This way, I've got 2 shade on me. It's exhausted, and I'm gonna sit there patiently, just laughing in their faces, taunting them.
Really?
Yes, I want to piss
Okay.
them off.
All right. So with that, uh, Elf decides to ready himself. Um, because
You
that's
mean he stops laughing and decides it's time to do something useful?
The elf wasn't what was laughing.
yeah. He's actually gonna pull out his sword and
Oh,
advance
I
it.
want one of those.
Just
well,
mocking the poor bastard in his face. Oh, I have one.
well, unfortunately, Arden's exhausted,
Oh yeah.
so you're going to take a
And prone.
stabby stab.
Oh, lovely.
How much damage?
That's what we're gonna find out because Elf doesn't have much power. So we're gonna roll a d6 and see how much he's capable of.
Oh, he
De-
can deal a whole 6 damage. Look at that.
yeah,
So I'm completely unable to defend myself here, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Ah, lovely.
That's
So
why I mostly just sit patiently
actually,
waiting for them to hit me.
hang on. How much is a simple basic bitch sword in
I am
this
wearing
game?
armor, though.
6 damage. It's 1d6.
The armor's for show.
Do.
It's really not.
No, it really isn't. Um.
Excuse me.
All right. So actually, have you been adding your armor into your defense rolls?
I have not.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Don't
It's
do
for
that.
show.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, all right, let's scroll down. Okay, elves, elvish scout, elvish warden, elvish ranger, elvish archer, elvish shaman. Da.
That's a problem.
What's the problem?
Apparently, my copy went down to half the book.
Oh, that's not good. Um,
Yeah, it
elvish
stops
warden.
right halfway through the acrobatics
Interesting. Okay.
under skills.
Okay, the longsword does d6. Um, so yeah, Arden's gonna lose another wound.
Hey.
So Arden's in trouble. As Kitty's exploiting this.
Yes.
Okay, So, Xander, it is your go now.
Well, I could get a pretty clear line of sight on this guy. I hope so. I'm gonna do a shot at him with the bow, the
Yep.
crossbow, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got here. That's got to hit.
It's gonna, but we gotta roll. Yeah, it's gonna hit. He's down to one wound.
And well, obviously he doesn't want to surrender, so I'm gonna save Bonum Sati's life with a scorpion firing a shot into that elf and stinging him right
Killing
between the
him.
eyes.
He
Boom.
did.
Ba boom. Dead.
I helped.
Sander quietly getting the work done, and I guess I'll roll a spell battery for my last spell left, which is the flight or whatever. Okay, we got it back. And then it's my
Alright.
turn.
That ends your turn, and Mr. Satis, you need to ready yourself and decide what you're gonna do next.
Okay, how do I clear that exhaustion?
Oh,
You
I'll
ready
take
yourself
care
a
of
half
that.
action.
Okay.
I'll take
Drink a
care of that.
Gatorade.
Let me see. I have 8 shade left, and I do have a healing spell here somewhere. Okay, I push myself up to my knees and whisper Synthio Melior, cast Healer's Art, which is an aspect spell,
Hmm. It's an aspect spell.
which I do believe will heal me or another target.
Okay, what is the let me look that up. Healer's art?
Yes. Oh, no, sorry. Breath of Life is the one I should have used, which is Breath of Life, spell name Oriri, Lucens et Purus. And that's an unchanneled.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah,
removes all damage and 1 wound, so I go back to 4.
okay. Yeah, you could have done that in response to his attack.
Well, balls.
Yeah, it is an unchanneled spell, so you could have done that at any time.
Even exhausted?
Yeah, it would
Okay,
have
and Shade Cost.
yeah, so your wounds will go back up to 4, your shade will go down to 7.
Ah, okay.
Go ahead and knock down your shade.
Okay. I will do that on the. I did that on paper,
And
so now I will do it here.
and that's actually a free action using an unchanneled spell.
Okay.
So you still have a whole action.
Oh, in that case, I will. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. I will move into a guard position just beside. I do believe Jari is the higher one here.
No, that's Limbeck.
Okay, I will move into a guard position beside Limbeck, look at him, and go, "Hold your ground. I'm trying to help you."
He just looks like yes, yes. That much is clear. Um, nice fall.
Thank you. I practice.
And then that brings it back up to me.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to empty out both my summon and myself one last time and reactivate Stone Cold Soul, reactivating all of my abilities.
Okay.
And I will sit patiently as I watch them try to get ready to attack.
Okay. All right, and attack they are. Um, this dwarf's going to attack you.
Cool. So we have skill test plus my endurance of 9.
So 2.
Cool. I successfully defend that one.
Yeah, he. In fact, he hits. He actually nails you. He actually hits your body, but for some odd reason, like the axe just stops right before, like it does
Like
any
a force
damage.
field.
Yeah, it's just like like, and it's weird because it's not as if there's no strength behind it. His body just actually pulled his own axe back. Like that's how this ability works. Like your endurance, your own invigorating life force is the thing intimidating him into halting.
Huh.
So yeah, he's he's not doing too well. He's pretty shook. This one, same thing.
Next on the chopping block, let's try you out.
All right, he's gonna attack you with his axe. He rolled an 8.
Yeah, he ain't getting that one in.
Yeah, and they're both exhausted. He's exhausted. Yeah.
I'm sure they're confused a little at themselves too.
Yeah, they're just like, what the hell is going on? So that's how that's going. And yeah.
Third time's a charm. I say, cackling at them.
The third one just doesn't even go. Like he's not even approaching at this point.
Okay, so is the last one going to attack me, or
No.
should I use
No,
my?
he's like
All right,
he couldn't even shoulder in edgewise if he wanted to.
this one here that went for me, I'm going to counter.
Okay.
That's going to be a bluff attack, and ow! Wait, what? Okay, no, I got a 23 on his 9.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a 23, he rolled a 9. So he's obviously going to be taking a wound.
That'll exhaust me.
Yes. So you are exhausted. Why did you do that?
Do what?
Exhaust yourself.
Because no one else can attack me, so I defended, exhausting myself.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair
Was that
enough.
not how that worked?
Oh no, that is yes. Well done. Um. So,
Everybody gets hero cookies.
so Xander, it is now your turn, sir.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to keep on going with O Reliable here and fire off an arrow at one of those dwarves surrounding Seth. So let
Go
me roll that.
go ahead and pick
Oh,
one.
oh, actually, yeah. Those two with the things on them, they are each have a wound.
Yes.
They both
And
have
does
a wound?
anybody?
The one to my south is the one that has a wound from my own doing.
Okay. And do any of them have any damage on them, or just the wound?
This one has a wound. This one's down to one wound.
Which one is this one that has one wound?
This one right here.
There it is.
Okay. And neither of them. Okay. Well, I'm going to aim a shot at him with the arrow.
This one right here.
Yeah, the one wound guy.
Okay, go ahead.
15 on the 9? No, 15 on
He
17.
Uh
dodges.
oh.
He can't.
Oh, that's right. He
He's
can't. He can't. He is exhausted. My bad.
The
That is my bad. He did.
roll damage.
He
Oh.
died.
one guy is successfully dodged. All right, and I guess I'm gonna fire off with the scorpion's gonna rear back and fire off a shot at the other exhausted guy.
Okay, he's gonna go down a wound.
Does he go down a wound though? Because it only does 1 damage.
Oh,
That's what I was confused about too.
no, you're right. He doesn't. He's just dealt 1 damage. So
Yep.
1.
And I guess I'll use my my move to just kind of fly over in the air and look impressive, like just
All
over
right.
here. Gonna be I'm like 20 feet up in the air, just looking like a badass. And then it's my turn.
Okay. Satis, it is your turn.
I do believe the appropriate action at this point is Deus Volt and leave that guy in the back.
Okay. Go ahead, roll for it.
And that's perception. Ooh, that's low.
That's a 20.
That's low.
Compared to their stats, that's efficient.
That'll do. And
He
1d6.
loses a wound.
Actually, a 21 would always hit because the highest they can roll is a 20.
Ah, good to know.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yes, 1d6. We'll call that spell battery. Ah, that'll do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
We go down. And he's exhausted.
Yes. All right, and Senor, it is your turn.
Senior? Which one?
Seth.
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 Alright.
Seth.
Going to exhaust my summon for another shade.
Okay.
And I want to get a grasp at how close to death the one to my direct south is.
He's down to 2 wounds, but he
Okay.
has
He has 1 damage on him.
Yeah.
I will move over to the east 1 space. So I'm in
Okay.
front of the middle guy, and I will do nothing except for taunt him a little.
Okay.
Just being an
so
absolute child about it.
okay. So go ahead and move yourself.
Oh shit, you're right. I can't do that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit there and taunt him like an absolute child.
Yes. Okay. All right. So yeah, it is now their turn, and they are now no longer exhausted as they ready themselves.
Hmm. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, right. This dwarf is going to strafe in, and this dwarf is going to. These dwarves are going to attack Seth. So let's do that first. Let's handle Seth first.
They're attacking which one of my skills again?
Oh, they're
My
attacking
insight?
your insight, correct? But that doesn't matter. Everything goes to your endurance. Remember?
You're right, because I've got that back up.
Yeah.
So that would be 11.
So 10 and 7.
Either one are gonna hit because of my 11
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah. 23. What's the other one?
Skill test.
13 or better.
23.
Mhm.
On the second one's attack, I'll counter.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
That'll be my bluff against their perception. My
No.
bluff.
No. They're exhausted. Why would you?
Oh. Then it should just be 1 wound then.
Yep.
If they're exhausted, there's no reason to roll.
Yeah. So they're down to 2. Yeah, and the other one's at 2. This guy is going to attack Ardent. So he's going to attack. 16.
And that's against my
Insight. Your insight.
insight. I have no bonus to insight.
Ooh.
Ooh.
However, I am wearing armor. So what
This
I'm
is for
wondering
show.
is...
That's like your modifier, you add that to it. If you had any modifier to your insight, you would add your insight plus the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the toughness points, right?
Yeah. No, it should have its own section.
Protection points.
PP.
Protection points, okay. 2, 6, 12, and 10 is 22.
Wait, you have
What?
22 protection points?
Yeah, it's
No.
plate armor, dude.
No. You should not have 22.
Play armor that
protection
early.
points.
Yeah, I have 5 different pieces of armor.
You should only have 3 items
Okay.
at character creation.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So
I never actually got any.
okay,
Neither
yeah.
did I.
The rules for protection points and plate armor is
uh-huh.
that for every 2 points, your your shade cost goes up by 1.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oof.
So you'd
So
be
So I
paying an
should have
extra 11 shade for everything.
yeah,
that explains why I have a shade penalty of 10.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah. No.
okay.
So
You're not casting shit.
pretty much. Um,
So it is just for show.
That's what I thought.
I
So
mean,
apparently my armor is suddenly made of paper,
I mean,
which would explain why I was exhausted when I fell.
mhm. Okay. So, um,
Oh dear.
I
Okay. So
I
just
didn't.
a straight skill test then.
Yeah, just a straight skill test on this one.
Okay, so they definitely hit me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a major difference.
It's slightly.
29 points, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
barely
wait a
noticeable, really.
minute.
It's just a scratch. Well, your leg's off.
All right, let me go look at the dwarves again to see what their damage is. Okay,
Because they
so
finally managed to successfully hit something.
yeah, right. So dwarves,
They're not meant for combat, that is definitely certain.
a battle axe. So that's okay. All right.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is. Lose another wound.
2, 6.
All right. 5 damage.
Oof.
So that puts you down another wound.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Where am I here?
No.
I have to move the some things around for a second so I can see what I'm doing. So my wounds should be back to 3. Oh no, I'm down to 2.
Weren't you at 4? Because you gained one back.
Yeah. He
Yeah, and
goes
then
up
I
one.
immediately I lost that one falling, didn't I?
No. You regained
Oh,
that
okay.
one. You didn't lose it
So I should be
falling.
at 3 then.
Now, if you had refreshed that spell,
Yes.
you could recast that spell immediately and um, prevent all the damage.
Oh well.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yes.
So, Xander, I believe it is your turn.
My turn again. Okay. Do
Yeah.
any of the dwarves have damage on them?
They do, and they're all at 2 wounds.
All right. So the dwarf that has damage on him, I'm going to fire out with the scorpion.
Okay. He's down to 0, so he's at 2 again. But he loses a wound, so he's down to 1.
And I'm going to fire at that guy with the crossbow from being up in the air and firing down at him with a crossbow like a jerk.
All right. So you automatically hit and deal damage, so he's down to 1 as well. Are we going to do this one or this one?
Is there anybody who's only at 1 wound?
Oh, yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, that's the guy I want to hit with the crossbow.
Okay, it is done. Boom.
And that I don't even have any spell batteries left, so I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay. And Ardent, it is your turn.
Yes. Seems like a good time for a glaive.
All right, you are ready yourself and do an attack.
And adding 10. 21.
Right.
Definitely hits, yes.
All right, so let's do a skill test. Yeah,
Yes.
it definitely hits. So,
Okay, so the guy directly in front of me.
yeah. All right, so he's exhausted, but he, how much damage does he take? All right, he loses a wound.
Excellent. He was down to 1.
Yes. He is down
Speak
to
up.
1 now.
Ah, okay.
No, he killed the one that was at 1.
I thought they were all at 1.
No, these two are at
Oh.
2.
Oh, okay.
The one in front of you is down to 1 now.
Okay.
So, Kitty, I believe it is your move.
Exhausting my shade, going up to 2 stain. Let's see how much movement that's going to be. 2, 3. All right. I'm gonna come this way, sitting on the dead carcass, and I'm going to yell at Xander, tell him the carcass is mine, piss off, and just sit here,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
And we're back to the dwarves. Unless Limbeck or Jarre are planning to do something increasingly irritating.
Yes, they are
I bet.
going to inch forward and leapfrog this way, crawling ever so cautiously away from the combat. All right, so these dwarves are no longer exhausted. And this one is going to attacks.
The battle did not go anywhere near as hard as I thought it would.
Mm,
No, I expected that to be much more difficult.
Oh yeah, same.
so
That said, I'm still down to 3 wounds.
yeah, you're gonna hurt. He's attacking you. He's dealing damage. He's exhausted, but you're dealt another wound. So
Okay, down to 2.
down to 2. And this one had to ready himself, but he has to. I think he's gonna have to move here.
Finish Arden.
Actually, he can't. He can't. That's the sad
Ah.
thing. Is he has to move and ready himself. So he's kind of, up a
He's
creek
ready
on
but
that.
can't attack.
He survives one more day.
Yeah. So it's now Xander's turn.
All right. This is my last turn because after this, I really need to get some rest.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to.
Yeah, we're actually over time anyway.
We are actually over, but
All right. So I'm going to hopefully finish this out. I'm going to fire at the exhausted guy with the bow and arrow.
okay.
So it automatically hits him, right?
Yep. And roll for damage.
He's exhausted. Doesn't he take max damage?
Yes. Oh, never. Yeah, he's just dead. Forget that.
All right. I'm going to use the scorpion to fire at this guy, and I'm not even going to be verbose about it. So just automatically does 1 damage. Hope if that's enough to do something. Awesome. If not, good night.
All right.
Good night, guys. Thank you. I had a great time, but I really got to get some rest.
All right.
Yeah, have a good night,
Take
man.
care, sir.
Bless everyone. Thank you for having me. I'll be back next week. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hopefully next week.
Yeah. No. Next week will happen. Next week will
Okay.
happen.
Will I be able to check the carcass this session, or will that have to wait till the start of next session?
How about you focus on killing the fucking dwarf first?
The dwarf is lower on my priorities.
Fine. Okay.
I have to act on immediate priority.
All right. So now it's Arden's turn. He readies himself.
Okay. So I cease to be exhausted. Excellent.
Cease to be exhausted. And how do you roll?
We'll do a glaive attack. Wow. Apparently it doesn't matter if I mention I'm going to do it ahead of time or not. 15 either way.
All right. So let's see how the dwarf rolls.
Jim roll high for once. Oh, snake eyes.
That's a critical fail.
He actually just he
Commits
just,
Harry right in front of me.
okay. He leans forward to try to parry, but his he trips on his ankle and leans forward and the glaive
Directly into the
just
glaive's thrust.
yeah, the glaive literally just catches him right under the throat. Like
Uh,
I'm not. Yeah, just okay. Roll for damage. Go ahead and roll for damage.
5.
Okay, we're gonna treat that damage as if it had cleave, and
Oh,
just finish him off.
nifty.
That was atrocious, and he deserves to die.
And the moment he hits the ground, I am spinning on my heel and heading back towards Jare and Limbeck. But that's mostly because I want the sword that elf dropped.
Oh, I got 3 of those. Whoops.
Oh no, I
Alright.
called dibs on the loot on the elf. Get the hell away from my corpse.
Same with me and this giant fucking behemoth.
Oh, that's all yours. I don't want anything to do with that mess.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I had to clean my boots on my way back down.
Okay.
So just to make sure the movement is covered, there we go.
Yeah. So, Ardent goes ahead and picks up his shiny new sword. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna roll for the sword right now.
Okay,
Um,
excellent.
let's go ahead and get those statted out. Give me a moment. Okay. So we have um.
I have a quick question, actually, mechanics related. Are we able
Go
to
ahead.
have 2 shade vessels at the same time?
No.
Okay.
Shade
No.
punishes those.
The shade punishes that.
Okay.
Okay, so because this is an elven blade, it's technically a sword, but it's going to count as a light blade. Think like a rapier or a scimitar, that kind of douchebaggery. So this is going to
Or a
be
ninja sword even.
it's
Katanas aren't light, I don't think.
no
That's not no, I'm thinking about a ninja toe.
what
That Hollywood ninja sword thing.
it's not a ninja sword, it's an elven sword.
Oh.
So it's going to be a light blade, and roll for me a d6.
It'll be a spell battery. 5.
5.
Okay, so the attack attribute for the attack skill for this is going to be thievery. Roll the d6 again.
What's your thievery stat?
I don't have any. I'm a good guy.
Shit.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter. I have an aspect that allows me to use perception instead.
Okay, so what is the defense skill roll?
5.
5.
A 5. So you are attacking their streetwise.
Okay.
So that is the stats of this elvish sword that you have.
And the damage is 1d6.
Hang on. Let me look it up. Sword or light blade. Okay. For the light blade, okay, roll me a d6 again.
5. You love your 5s, man.
Hey, I'm not the guy rolling them.
Okay.
I'm just pushing a button and the ethereal gods of the internet decide what I get.
You rolled a 5. Okay, so it's gonna be a d3.
Yay.
D3 damage.
Balls.
I think your other weapons are a bit better than that.
Yeah.
Gives you something
Oh, well.
good to throw, though.
I'll have
Okay.
to build myself a better sword at some point.
Well, it is an elvish sword, so
Yes.
what were you
Crappy,
expecting?
knife-eared mongrel garbage.
So, Seth, you are still here. You are ready to learn from the shade, as it were. So, give me a First off, what is your intention with this monster?
Actually, while you guys are doing this, then I'm actually going to step out here now because I need to get some sleep myself.
Likewise. All right.
Yeah,
So,
it is 12:30, well, 12:47 here. So
oh, fair enough. Have a good night, sir.
There's an
I will.
aspect.
I will get in touch sometime the weekend and see what we're doing
I'll
for loot and such.
update you too. What I
All
get.
right.
Yeah, all I really need to know is the loot for the elf. So
Fair enough.
anyway, have a good evening, gentlemen, and thank you very much for having me on to throw some shade. And for those in chat, I would very much appreciate if you check out my Rumble channel. because I'm trying to get that to 100 so that I can start live streaming over there.
Yes, and go check out Ardent. He is fantastic people.
Thank you very
I,
much.
I can't I can't support his content any higher.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Also, speaking of fantastic people, do check me out on Sultans of Shadowway on Saturday.
yes,
And Patriot Brunchcast on Wednesdays. And possibly, no, I'm
yeah,
everywhere.
yes. No, no.
In any case, I am gone. You guys have a good night.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Alvida Saint, sir.
Hasta luego.
Hasta. Okay, so
There
last.
is a current. There is an aspect or a spell template I'm trying to hunt down.
Okay,
Um, it is one of the red ones, but I can't remember where it sat under. But it allowed you to attack multiple times. I don't remember what it was called, but I think you might.
okay. So what I would need you to do is go ahead and roll me a mm, the problem with that is you don't have any points in destruction, do you?
No, which is what I'm trying to work on. Is I'm trying to improve myself. I'm gonna dabble a little bit into destruction so I can work into that.
Okay, so just do me a skill test, no, a regular skill test, +5 for your shade modifier.
All right, and I get a 17
Okay. With a 17, I'm going to give you a library point in darkness.
in darkness.
In darkness.
All right. Is that gonna go under modifier or under the library point itself?
The modifier.
Okay.
Uh, yes, the modifier.
Okay.
Because there's no difference in terms of like how you use it in the game. The difference with the modifier in terms of the stats and the shade cap is the modifier is like your an indication of your experience of your role play. So if there's like a tiebreaker between characters, the shade master would be inclined to give it to those with more points in their modifiers because those are um, like item bonuses or adventure bonuses. Um, so that's kind of how you would use the modifier boxes, is things that were learned in the adventure um, ever since. So yes, you get a modifier bonus in your darkness library points. So go ahead and put that right there.
Sure
And
did.
huh?
I said I sure did.
Awesome. So that's going to be the end of the session. The players will regroup at the end and they will move into the next area, which is actually, let me go ahead and draw it. The new area is going to be in this direction. So we'll guide our players into the next area where they will be able to do a little more treasure hunting, and so that will be the next part of this adventure in the Shades of Dominion. It's been a good night. Thank you everyone for coming by, and we will see you all next week. Again, I've started up making videos again. We will be doing the Power 9 this upcoming week, and covering a lot of Magic the Gathering news as well as demonstrating the alternative, bringing Magic the Gathering back to tabletop. And so it's been fun, everyone, and I will see y'all next week. And there is more content being published out for the next coming week, certainly. And since you're the last man standing, Seth, go ahead and chill out your stuff.
Cool, guys. I'm Kitty Slack over on Twitch. Typically, I am considering moving over here to YouTube. Very shortly, actually. I'm mostly just throwing out game content. I like to do things that is political but friendly. I don't want anyone to feel demonized, but at the same time, I'm gonna demonize anyone who's over extreme on their points of views. I'll be remaining live over the next couple of hours. You guys could usually catch me any day between about noon central till about midnight central most days. Feel free to catch me, you guys. I'll see y'all around. If you decide to come out after this stream over with the Shade Master, otherwise, see you guys next week. Same place, same time.
All right, and I'm also going to bed. It is late and it's the holiday season, and I need to spend time with my kiddos and the wifey. So, good night, everyone. Have a fantastic evening and happy holidays. Bye bye.